guys, it's Brianne here. I was planning on dressing up and making myself all dolled up for this video, but the slam poem that I'm about to do is about mental health, and mental health got me looking like this in XXL t-shirts half the time, so screw it. I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. So I really hope you guys like this poem. I wrote it for a occupational therapy class, and I did pretty well in the class, so I'm hoping that you guys will like this poem. First, to set the mood, let me list a number of comments I saw while skimming through Facebook. 1. If they really wanted to kill themselves, they would have already. They just want attention. 2. Nick Carter at 22 was at the height in his career. All he had to do was crook his little finger and thousands of girls would have gladly given him what he wanted. But he chose to rape this nobody. 3. There is male and there is female. Everything else is mental illness. 4. So a woman throws herself at him and it's his fault for raping her. 5. If they choose not to work, then homeless they shall be. Many homeless are just that by choice. 6. I don't care what gender you think you are, but you don't get a bathroom built specially for you. You see, it's hard to think of yourself as equal when people shut down your views with the notion that it's a free world with free speech. Well, damn, why are you entitled to free speech, but I'm not entitled to what happens to my own goddamn body? You tell me it's a free world, but why is this world considered free if people are still so confined? Minorities form bricks, implicit racism, the cement. We make windows only so that we can tell people not to complain about the lack of view, but the only thing that is able to be seen out of the glass is another goddamn brick wall. A white man still tells them to stop complaining and to get a job, to work harder if they want a better view, but forget to mention the fact that the amount of money that you're able to earn is negatively correlated with the amount of melanin in your skin or estrogen in your body. But yeah, sure, we'll work harder. Don't tell me that homeless individuals are that by choice, and then tell them that they need to get their head checked to have a voice. Have you ever stopped to listen? No, you're too busy. You spend more time devaluing them than listening to their fucking story. Keep your head down, blinders up, say, oh no, I'm sorry, and tell all your friends that if they want housing, then proving that they're mentally able should be mandatory. Don't call me a fucking snowflake for speaking my mind, alright? While you pollute the world with greenhouse gases, the temperature is rising, but my words will continue to cut like ice. You say you are inclusive. Now, that's a funny word. Funny in the way that makes you want to be sick. Because it's a blanket statement. Don't tell me that you would have hired me if I told you that sometimes I think about killing myself. God, I work with knives, that could be a liability issue for you, right? I put my heart and soul into every single thing I do, but sometimes it makes it hard because, if a customer comes up to me at work and asks me for help finding a frozen turkey, yeah, a frozen turkey, you bet that I'll be losing sleep if I cannot find the size that they need. I'll be thinking that I ruined their Christmas dinner or something. God, if I'm being real here, they call me a mental health advocate. Like I have a fucking choice. It's hard not to talk about something that's going on inside of my head every waking fucking moment. I write poems to try to put into words what's going on inside of my head, but it's hard to write pretty about how you want to be dead. And it's hard to explain sometimes how I spend all night thinking about what I'm gonna say when I call in sick to work. Thinking about how much I wish that I had something on my body to prove to them that I was really sick. I want to lay my brain out on a table, see it pulsing in a metal tray. I want to tell them to touch and dissect it. I want to point at the frontal lobe and say, there's the fucking problem, but instead it stays encased inside of my skull. And though I've tried to break it open on the pavement before, my thoughts don't seem to budge. I want to scream, this is why I can't work today. But instead I would think about which way to make my voice sound on the phone to make it sound more believable. And it's hard, because my fucking illness shows itself through excessive sleeping and suicidal thoughts instead of swollen lymph nodes and a nasty cough. I feel the judgment. I know you wonder, because so do I. I wonder if it's all in my head, and then I realize that's the fucking problem. but your uncertainty on whether it's real or not does not fucking help. I wish I was lying. I wish I was. I remember your face turning white when I had a panic attack at work that day. You thought I needed a breather. I told you it was much more than that. I want to regurgitate to you how I really do love my job, but all that comes out is really, no, I'm fine. It's just, I just tried to kill myself last weekend. Sometimes I worry about if I was gone. I worry that the companies that I associate with will claim that they were just not aware of the severity of my mental illness. I worry that the places that I occupy myself will claim to be inclusive and supportive of mental illness, and when it's a reality, it's just so hard to find the resources that I need. Then, my name will vanish into your timeline, and the sadness and anger about the lacking mental health care system will only come up once a year as a Facebook memory that you'll scroll past and pretend that you didn't see. But please, I'm begging you to see. Yeah, you. You see, dealing with myself is a full-time occupation, but I can't manage to find the phone to call in sick. So I sleep it off, but I study my occupation to make the word justice not just another exclamation. Use this education that I've gained to pluck my vocal cords on my own, create a human instrument within myself that creates symphonies, and reach to you only the way that music can do. And on my darkest days, I remind myself of this. My manager once told me to keep my head in the books, and that I'll help a lot of people someday. So I put down the pill bottle and I pick up the bow. And I play you a melody that, thankfully, only some of you know. I look so large in this t-shirt. Anyways, guys, if you liked my poem, please, like and subscribe. And yeah, if you didn't like it, tell me what's up, and I'd love to hear your feedback. I just do this for fun, just to get some stuff out of my noggin and onto the page and onto the web pages. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening, and hopefully talk to you soon.